If you enjoy learning and discovering new facts, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel. Capital of Ilocos Norte. Capital of Ilocos Sur. Capital of La Union. Capital of Pangasinan. Capital of Batanes. Capital of Cagayan. Capital of Isabela. Capital of Nueva Vizcaya. Capital of Quirino. Capital of Kalinga. Capital of Apayao. Capital of Abra. Capital of Mountain Province. Capital of Ifugao. Capital of Bengue. Capital of Zambales. Capital of Pampanga. Capital of Tarlac. Capital of Nueva Ecija. Capital of Bulacan. Capital of Bataan. Capital of Aurora. Capital of Batangas. Capital of Cavite. Capital of Laguna. Capital of Quezon Province. Capital of Rizal. Capital of Marinduque. Capital of Occidental Mindoro. Capital of Oriental Mindoro. Capital of Palawan. Capital of Romblon Province. Capital of Albay. Capital of Camarines Norte. Capital of Camarines Sur. Capital of Catanduanes. Capital of Masbate. Capital of Sorsogon. Capital of Aklan. Capital of Antique. Capital of Capiz. Capital of Guimaras. Capital of Iloilo Province. Capital of Negros Occidental. Capital of Bohol. Capital of Cebu Province. Capital of Negros Oriental. Capital of Siquijor. Capital of Biliran. Capital of Eastern Samar. Which province is known for the Banawe rice terraces? Which province is famous for Panagbenga Festival? Which province has the city of Tuguegarao? Which province is the largest in Luzon? Which province lies in the Cagayan Valley region and borders Isabela? Which province is known as the watershed haven of Luzon? Which province is the home of the Bicol volcano Mayon? Which province is famous for Caramoan Islands? Which province is known for the pink sand beach of Halabang Bay? Which province is known for the island of Calaguas? Can you name this famous Filipino dish? Identify this delicious Filipino food. Oh, hello. What's the name of this traditional Filipino meal? Lechon. Do you know this popular food from the Philippines? Longanisa. Guess what Filipino dish this is? Sinigang. Which Filipino food is shown here? Pancit. Malabon. Can you recognize this yummy Filipino delicacy? Bicol Express. What Filipino food are we looking at? Dinuguan. Can you name this famous Filipino dish? Bibingka. Identify this delicious Filipino food. Lumpiang Shanghai. What's the name of this traditional Filipino meal? Champurrado. Do you know this popular food from the Philippines? Taho. Guess what Filipino dish this is? Balut. Which Filipino food is shown here? Kare. Can you recognize this yummy Filipino delicacy? Mechado. What Filipino food are we looking at? Puto. Bumbong. Can you name this famous Filipino dish? Bulalo. Identify this delicious Filipino food. Siopao. What's the name of this traditional Filipino meal? Bistec, Tagalog. Do you know this popular food from the Philippines? Pinakbet. Guess what Filipino dish this is? Ginataan. Which Filipino food is shown here? Sapin-sapin. Can you recognize this yummy Filipino delicacy? Crispy pata. What Filipino food are we looking at? Sisig. Can you name this famous Filipino dish? bangus. Identify this delicious Filipino food. Pansit habhab. What's the name of this traditional Filipino meal? Sinigang na hipon. Do you know this popular food from the Philippines? Inasal. Guess what Filipino dish this is? Palpanchit, palabok. Which Filipino food is shown here? La Paz Bachoy. Can you recognize this yummy Filipino delicacy? Tokwat baboy. What Filipino food are we looking at? Can you name this famous Filipino dish? Silog. Identify this delicious Filipino food. Lumpiang sariwa. What's the name of this traditional Filipino meal? Sinampalukang manok. Do you know this popular food from the Philippines? Madja blanca po. Guess what Filipino dish this is? Ochero. Which Filipino food is shown here? Pancit bihon. Can you recognize this yummy Filipino delicacy? Turon. What Filipino food are we looking at? Paksiw na isda. Can you name this famous Filipino dish? Identify this delicious Filipino food. What's the name of this traditional Filipino meal? Do you know this popular food from the Philippines? Guess what Filipino dish this is? Which Filipino food is shown here? Can you recognize this yummy Filipino delicacy? What Filipino food are we looking at? Can you name this famous Filipino dish? Identify this delicious Filipino food. So, how many did you get right? Comment below your score. Let's see who's the real geography genius. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get ready for the next fun quiz.